New for you at 11, the Urban Triage founder and CEO and Madison Board of Education vice president both had their initial appearances in court yesterday. Brandi, Grayson-Tuck and Maia Pearson were arrested in December in downtown Madison. The 45-year-old Grayson-Tuck and 38-year-old Pearson each face misdemeanor charges of resisting or obstructing an officer in disorderly conduct. Both were ordered $500 signature bonds. Now, the two women are scheduled to have pretrial conferences on March 26th.